back to crunch time, and I've got to ask you, Nick, are you feeling clucky?
I'm feeling lucky, that's for sure, because I can see we've got some good ingredients out here. This is going to be hands-on stuff.
It is going to be hands-on stuff because we are roasting the perfect chicken. I'm going to show you how to stuff, truss and roast this chicken to perfection. So we better get right into it, and we're going to start by making the stuffing. Now, we're going to work as a team, so if you can hand me over that little... Oh, bring it over.
Nice balance.
Magic. Wonderful. There's lots of jobs to do. So, Ashton, I'm going to get you onto the breadcrumbs. And we're not using a food processor for this. You can if you want to rush it through. But for the purposes of this exercise, we're using our hands because that way, there you go, you can do that one as well. Chloe, get in there.
Thank you.
Rip it in there. I like to show that if you don't have fancy gadgets, it's no biggie. Look at that.
Ashton's going for the speed rip, which I like to see. From speed walking to speed ripping.
There you go. Speed rip that.
Speed rip that.
Rip it up. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you, speaking of ripping, we're going to pop some thyme in as well. Thyme is one of those lovely hard herbs that's got heaps and heaps of flavour. Nick, did you want to tear that too?
Yeah, I'll give you
Tear
that.
it up. And
Hey,
Chloe,
speed tearer.
I'm going to give you that
Give me a
to
hand
tear.
with that, Ashton. Thank you, mate.
That's brill.
Look at that. All goes in.
Brilliant.
Perfect. Oh, yes.
Do you want it small?
Small's perfect. The smaller the better, and you can get your friends involved at home if you're doing this as a team. It's a team effort.
Absolutely.
Look at that, Ashton's the food processor.
You are, Ashton. Look at that.
That's awesome. May as well pop the butter in now. And what Ashton's doing with his fingers, what do you reckon that method is called, Ashton?
I do not know.
Playing with your food, I think, is what that's called, Ashton.
Chloe, hazard a guess. What's he doing with his fingers?
Mushing it.
Mushing,
Mushing,
aka rubbing. He's actually rubbing the butter into the rest of the ingredients, combining it. The warmth of your fingers sort of melts that butter and makes it combine, and the butter is going to keep the chicken nice and moist. Meanwhile, pass me that the little microplane, please, Nick. That, thank you, the zester.
Zester.
Wonderful. And we are going to zest. Now, you may have seen people zesting that way, like that, but today, what are we going to do, Chloe?
Go upside down.
Perfect. So it's a lot safer because you can watch your fingers, and as well as that, this kind of acts like a what is that?
Is that good? Like a scraper.
That looks good to
Like
me.
a scraper or a cup, absolutely. So I'll get you to keep zesting that lemon. We are going to pop some lemon juice in as well. Now see how Chloe's watching her fingertips? So when you're zesting or grating, you watch your fingers, not the food. Now you can flip that over a little bit, do a little bit more of the lemon, keep your thumb out of the way, exactly as you're doing. Wonderful. Now I'm going to get you to swap. Take that onion and pop that in the bowl as well. Now that onion's been finely chopped. Get a grown up to help you with that because it's a really nice fine chop there. Now we are almost up to stuffing. I'm going to pop some salt and pepper in there. Nick, do you want to give that a bit of a crack?
The old S&P.
And now we're ready to stuff. Yep, give that a nice mix. Okay. What do you reckon, Chloe? You ready to stuff?
Delicious.
Ashton, I'm going to get you to wash your hands just underneath your bench there. We've got some lovely water. We are now going to stuff this chicken. And there's not really like a technique to stuffing a chicken. You just grab big wads of the stuffing and get it into the chicken cavity, and that'll keep it nice and moist on the inside.
Okay.
So you can both take little fistfuls and stuff the chicken. Good. When you're working with raw chicken, what's really important, Nick? You know this one.
Yeah, washing your hands and keeping the board the same as well, not cross-contaminating the board.
Perfect. You don't want to overstuff the bird because the bread does expand as it cooks. So this is nice and loosely stuffed. Now, I'm going to pat it dry before we do anything else. And Nick, naughty Nick, is going to truss this chicken. I trust you with this, Nick. You can do it. Now, the first thing you want to do is get the string underneath the parson's nose or the chicken's tail. That gives you a nice sort of anchor point. Now, the next thing you're going to do is turn it across itself and create a figure eight under the ankles or the legs of the chicken. Over and under. So if you hold it nice and tight, that will close up the cavity and it'll keep all the stuffing nice and tightly in there. The final thing you're going to do is tie it off. So tie it together, wonderful. And then you're going to bring it right over here, and you want to see that skin there, the skin over the breast. Who likes crispy skin?
Oh, yeah, that's
Yes.
just delicious.
All about it, all
Definitely.
about it. So the way we keep the skin nice and crispy is that we make sure that it's over the chicken neck. That's great. And then you're going to tie it off in a bow. And then we're done with trussing. Now, Ashton, I'm going to get you to lean over and grab that rosemary twig over there. Wonderful. And the bay leaves. Have you ever seen bay leaves before?
No.
No. Have a sniff of those bay leaves. Yeah, give them a little squeeze. These are really fresh young bay leaves. The drier they get, the older they get, the more flavoursome and aromatic they get. So that's what we're kind of going for. And we're going to pop those bay leaves. Ashton, I'm going to get you to pop the bay leaves underneath the chicken thighs, right in there. That's good.
It's teamwork. Right?
Wonderful.
There you go.
Okay, hand it over. Great teamwork. Really good. And I'm going to pop this chicken that's been so perfectly trussed onto this roasting rack. The reason we pop it on a roasting rack is because we're going to pour some water underneath and it's going to kind of steam the chicken as well as allowing the heat to kind of circulate around. Now a little bit of the lemon juice as well. Nick, I'm going to get you to squish that lemon. And Ashton, I'm going to get you to walk around and grab that water bottle for me, the vase with the parsley in it. We are nailing it. I'm very impressed. Wonderful. So about half a cup of water should do it. Great. Bit of lemon juice. Chloe, do you want to squeeze the lemon onto the chicken? Brilliant. Now I'm going to brush it with rosemary. Do you want to have a brush? Have a brush, more flavour. Good. Chloe, do you want to grab some salt flakes from over there for me?
Yes.
Wonderful work. Yeah, great. Yep, pinch of salt, sprinkle it over there. That's a good chef pinch. Wonderful. That looks so good, you guys. Okay. You know what? There we go. Now you're popping it into an oven that's been preheated to 220 degrees. And
More
then
salt.
as soon as it goes in, you're going to turn it right down to 180. And that's going to cook. It's about 30 minutes for every 500 grams. This chicken's about a kilo and a half, I would say. So we're going to cook it for an hour and a half. Does that sound about right?
Yep.
Brilliant. Okay, so foil for the first half hour will kind of help it steam. The skin will stick to it, and then you're going to get the crispiest chicken skin ever. And we're going to pop that in the oven with our oven gloves. Nick, I'm going to leave that to you
Okie
to
dokie.
do because guess what, you guys? This is going to come out. If you want to make this at home, of course, you can check our website and the recipe will be there for you. Are you ready to see the final reveal? One we prepared earlier. We're going to eat this for lunch.
Yep.
Lunchtime on Crunch Time. This is what we're looking for. Crispy. We're going to be munching this because that's all we have time for. So we'll see you after the break. Oh, that's good.
Yum, sure,
Wonderful.
that's all right.
Yeah.